What's up, y'all? It's a long time coming. It's been a minute since I actually been back on YouTube. I'm gonna take you through my week. I don't actually ever know. I'm always trying to figure out like what's the next thing, what is the best thing that I could do for myself, what's the best thing I could do for YouTube and whatnot. Of course, I've definitely tried to invite people into my personal life. I don't even know if that's the smartest thing to do anymore. I need a part of me that I can keep private. Obviously, being a creative, being a director, that's the number one thing that you obviously have to fight for, your authenticity. That's what I kind of want people to obviously know. I would love people to know about me personally, but obviously the world that we live in, it doesn't really matter if you can actually fully show who you actually are. People obviously are gonna have something to say. But this week, I'm actually just going through everything, and I think that's all that these are about to be. I'm going to teach, I'm going to give some free game, and of course, just take you through my life. Obviously, some people think my life is interesting, some people think my life is boring, some people think whatever I do is not even a job. I just wrote my schedule out. And honestly, all glory to God, I probably have made the most I ever had in a month. I'm in my own spot. My parents help out. I can make, finally, money on my own simply just from using this camera. I mean, the only advice that I could really think of was I started videography 2019, I believe, when I first got to college. At the time, they needed help. With video because no one was just coming to record. Me wanted to be a director. I'm just thinking that the directors just sit, in a chair, just tell people what to do. They, whatever they think, their idea actually comes to life. After learning the camera, it was just funny in general. Since then, the things that I've shot now, I've shot NBA games, I've gone to Duke, Georgia Tech, all these different D1 sports and whatnot, done professional sports. I've been on movie sets, I've been on TV show sets, I've been on short film sets, all these different events with people who have made crazy amount of money, sports agencies, whatever it is. Documentaries, man. I shoot a documentary by myself. It is a lot, but it's just so interesting after all of that. The different type of perspectives that people usually just see me as in their own way, in their own light. And so it's just funny to hear how other people see me, knowing who I actually am. So honestly, of course, you better get a free scoop of what I actually think about myself and the things that I actually have to go through on a week-to-week, day-to-day basis. This month, start of April, and so obviously I'm going through everything that I've recorded in March. I've been slacking just a little bit, man. Every time that I get tired or when I have a lot on my plate, I usually just kind of duck off and I'll go watch movies, obviously. So this week I'm about to show you and talk to you through everything that I've been doing. We got AJ, Ali Joy, friend of mine that I actually met through Bianca Burrows. She's a Maryland in Tampa. The events that she has me go to are pretty dope. If you're a woman in Tampa, in the Orlando area, South Florida, definitely check her out. Ali Joy. I don't know how to do all this stuff yet, but shout out to Ali, shout out to AJ. She's a very down-to-earth person, and I absolutely love her energy, and so does everybody else around her. She obviously has a great understanding of sales, business, and like value and worth, and just learning a lot from her, how she speaks to her clients and the people around her. I've been learning. I probably haven't told her that, but I'm definitely learning a lot. Being in Tampa, I had to learn quick kind of how to do business. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I hate it. I don't like it one bit. I hate the fact that I can't just simply create. People that are creators, all we really want to do is wake up and do what we know that we're good at without money. If money wasn't a problem, what would you be doing? I would be on a film set every day, no question. Or I'd be in a music studio just making beats and, watching rappers and artists do their thing and continue to do it every single day and just enjoy that life. But no, the business side, you got to learn the client. You have to understand what they want. You have to understand how to put a piece of you in there while you still get their vision across. And it's a lot. It's a huge learning curve. And the more that you actually adapt to it and get better at it, you can still find a place for you. Obviously the only passion projects that I could do right now is when I make my little monthly recaps and people can see the clips that I like from my perspective. But I would obviously like to go into more short films. This is the first month that I'm fully booked. Grassroots really isn't my forte. I know it's still in the photography realm and people may get confused, like you're still taking photos. The thing is, I might like a photo and the client doesn't because they don't like the way that they look. You just gotta get around this sometimes. Obviously, you have to understand the client's preferences, their angles, things they like about themselves, and just hope for the best, to be honest. Shoot, direct, edit. Operation 53, which is a NFL combine training documentary that we shoot at Athlete Innovations. Shout out to Cliff Brown. But If you're an athlete, you're a D1 prospect, you think that you can run a 4.2, 4.3, 4.4, hit up Athlete Innovations. I'll see you there. We're going to edit just a little bit. We're editing AJ's photos. We're going through and seeing which ones that I actually like. I don't really do crazy edits, but the way that I obviously like to shoot, and personally, if you are a photographer, videographer, whatever, I shoot off of these external hard drives for right now. I also have my backup is Dropbox. So I got Dropbox and these. So I send it to the client through Dropbox and I upload these just to have, have them for myself if I want to post later as well. But also organized. So I have just a bunch of different folders of everything that I've done or the specific client. And if they come back to me, I continue to add it based on dates. It just helps me in general, and that's how I guess my mind works. If you have ever produced music, FL Studio, it works the same exact way. Different people in general, and it's always great in Tampa, especially because there's so many different people out here in Tampa that I've never met, never heard of. And it's pretty cool just to meet them for the first time, understand what they're obviously going through business-wise, see what they do. And then if you make a good connection, obviously you do work in the future, but your network and just like your idea of what the area actually is expands. So shout out to AJ for putting me on. Jenna and DJ are actually extremely fun to work with, though. I'm not gonna lie. They're hella fun to work with. They're like a breath of fresh air and like a break almost from the stuff that I usually have to do. But it's funny because the stuff that we record, it's fairly easy to record it. The editing always is the hardest, but I love doing work for them. It's just so funny to see them actually try to either act sometimes or they're just being themselves. And DJ will usually be the one to mess up. Or if Jenna messes up, she'll be upset for a second. And something that pisses me off, bro. They know it too. Whenever the footage is shaky, because I don't have a gimbal, I'm usually going handheld already. When I can see the video like rock or shake just simply because either I took a step, bro, it irks me so bad. Obviously, I try my best for them. I try to give them the best stabilized footage possible because just, in film, I hate for anything to be shaky. Obviously, they're using most of the videos I give them as reels. So it's something that I'm able to notice. Obviously, the viewer might not be able to notice, but we are editing a couple reels for DJ and Jenna, my favorite real estate couple.
Welcome to our home on Bayway Isles.
They're located in St. Pete. It's funny because obviously I have to try to record for real dimensions instead of horizontal. So it's just a little bit different sometimes when I hold the camera and I may notice something is shaky and it's gonna piss me off. It's gonna make me so aggravated. But it may be, good enough for reels. But it's just a little harder sometimes. I gotta switch my brain around just to understand that I am shooting for a reel format and someone's gonna be looking at it on their phone. Obviously they're not gonna pay attention to some of those details as some other people may be, but the goal and the objective is obviously to make them look as professional and legit as possible. And hopefully they're happy with all the work that I do. They usually come back. It's fun to shoot with them. We always schedule something, every week or so. But shout out to DJ and Jenna. If you're looking for any property in St. Pete, Tampa, definitely hit them up because they are some dogs. They are some dogs. The best part about all this stuff, I know that it may not be directing or it may not be film all the time, but that's honestly the best way to learn, and it has been the best way to learn. Continuing to work with people that may not even have a clue what it takes to even make a film, make a short film, anything that has to do with film, cinema, anything, because it's just going to continue to shape me to be a better director, know how to relate to people more, know to actually look for when I'm recording certain things in certain settings. Especially sports, since I do that the most. Different type of shoots that I had the NIL shoots this week with my guy Spencer. Spencer has like his own NIL business pretty much. I won't go too deep into that because I don't know all the full details, but I help him out with some stuff. It's like different environments every single day, every other day, how often I'm shooting. It's different environments whatsoever, and it helps me because the more that I can understand the environments I'm in, I'm already gonna know how to try to illustrate that if there's a green screen, if there's certain characters that I've either created or I have to shoot for future films or future whatever, So I'm just definitely grateful for all the opportunities that have been coming, all the people that have wanted to work with me, people that love my kind of work. They, however they see me, I just simply enjoy working with them, trying to get out whatever idea that they have, and then knowing how I can take my skills and do it that way. That's obviously more on the videography, cinematography side of thing. Yeah, I know a lot more director roles are coming. I've been able to be on set with directors. I've been able to talk to a lot of creative directors that are even creative directors of podcasts. Met the creative director of the shop the other day. That was pretty cool. Just to run into him, say hello, meet all like the camera crew of that, Mikey, people that were sitting next to me. So I mean, things have been pretty great. And obviously, you may be seeing me for the first time, but I'm gonna tell you straight up, this is not easy, man. It is not easy. I'm talking like this because I'm obviously in front of the camera now. Real talk, from creative to creative. If you want this as a dream, I want to be a director someday, feature films, sets every other day. I know it's not easy. And if you want to be creative full time, if you want to be a videographer, photographer, graphic designer, music producer full time, bro, you got to get after it. Don't listen to anything else outside, bro. Truthfully, because there's people that are going to tell you, obviously, what they would do if they're in your position. They ain't you, bro. You have the vision. You know in your heart. If you can't sleep at night without getting a certain vision out, without getting a certain beat out, bro, like, go for it. There's no reason at all. There's no normal reason that I should be feeling like my head is aching, that I can't write something down, that I can't connect with somebody. Like, bro, there's certain ideas and visions that I may have that I'm like, oh, I need to write this down because when the time comes, I wanna put this on the screen. Or there's a certain type of beat that I hear in my head that I don't want to lose. I need to start humming in the voice memo, something like that, bro. If you have a dream, you know exactly what it feels like. You know exactly what it feels like, especially when people are talking about your dream and it feels like disrespect because they don't know the things that you've seen. They don't know what's in your heart. They don't know how much you actually love the craft of what you're trying to do. So my honest advice, bro, make sure you keep people around you that have similar visions, have similar paths, that definitely support you in general, even if they may not understand. They simply understand that you have a goal and a dream, an objective in life to get whatever is in your heart complete and done, and do right by them. The people that don't, just say God bless them, man. Just say God bless them, truthfully. I mean, how else would they know? There's a lot of people that are in this world that may not even have dreams. They may not, so we don't know how they think. So we can't really expect them to think the same way that you do, you know? That's just being real. But for real, people have asked me all the time to help them out with tutorials and just show them like video, photos, editing, whatever it is. And that's where I need your help. I need you to actually ask me questions. I need people to actually comment so we can get this thing rolling. I'm doing podcasts, I'm doing video, I'm doing events, I'm doing documentaries. I do a lot, bro. I do a lot. Do movie reviews. If you want to see any more, if you need help on something, if you want to know something, if you need some free game on anything, if you just want to talk, I need you to comment first, okay? So I guess this is week 1 of April. Not even week 1 of April. This is the start of April. It's just me editing right now. Editing rant. I don't even know what to call it. But this is definitely the life of a director. I'm big on mental health though. Mental health wise, I am straight. Right now, I'm straight. Because Tampa is an expensive place, bro. Very expensive. I don't really go out. I'm not gonna say that. I'm known to be on side quests. So I can't even say I don't go outside. But I don't like to party. I don't really like to go into, you know, I guess functions or party atmosphere. That's just not me, bro. I can't do that. I don't feel right. If you're in the Tampa area, if you're in business, if you're creative, if you're an athlete, if you would like to be a guest on the podcast, if you would like to shoot, if you like some photos, if you like some videos, whatever you may need, comment first, then DM me, okay? Shout out mom, honestly. I know that I don't get to see my family that much, so I get to see my mom a lot. But my mom definitely tries her best to support me. She knows nothing really about being a creative whatsoever. She don't really understand the hours and, you know, that really goes into it. So she'll always check up on me for other reasons. But so I'm just trying to yeah, I'm trying to balance everything out. I'm just trying to continue to stay close to my church family, stay close to the people that are around me that are definitely in the church, that are creatives, that I may not be in the creative space, but are still friends. That continue to check up on everybody because it's definitely a difficult time financially for everyone, man. The economy is ridiculous. Eggs are freaking $8, $9, $10. What's going on? Getting my protein in. But nah, but we definitely gonna let y'all know what I'm editing on next week. Yeah. Have a good one.